It is saying, House resolutions had been ignored, and that the CECM was assuming the assembly by not honoring committee invitations. Can we start there? That is very critical.
Okay, thank you, members. Honorable CECM, I kindly just address yourself to the issues raised here, and I said, if there are any issues outside, but they are within their finance issues, members will also be at liberty to ask you. But for now, restrict yourself to what is put here, and start with the issue of how come you've not been turning up.
And whether he is well.
Maybe that is important for him to address it first. I understand it has been mentioned elsewhere in the report, but so that we can know whether we are dealing with a man who is not sick, just to address it briefly, and then you can go to the other matters, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I can confirm I'm okay.
Okay.
From a health perspective, I'm okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Madam Speaker, on the issue of attendance, I'm sure because we get invites, at times we also get requests for information. I'm sure the chair of the committee and the clerk involved in the process, they can testify that we've always responded to every single invite. On the invites that we've never came, there was we requested for rescheduling. Two of them coincided with scheduled county activities, and actually, the third one I did attend. I attended and I interacted with the committee. On the issue of implementation of the committee resolution, the House, I would want to let the House know quite a number of them have been being implemented. Maybe if I can go through what are those resolutions, because that is the only way for them to know whether they are resolved or not. So I seek your guidance.
Okay, the issue of why you have not been attending these matters has been taken very serious by this House, and us as an assembly, we have machinery that is supposed to bring you here. I have avoided the word under arrest, that you are brought here under arrest, but the assembly has those powers to bring you here under arrest anyway. And it has powers equivalent to the ones of the High Court. It can convict. This assembly has powers to convict and sentence. So, why the members are so keen for you to explain why you have not been honoring these matters, they just want you to clear the air, so that we know we are working, it is work in progress, and it is work that going forward, you are not going to take them into circles the way you have taken us for so long, and we are just almost getting there to summon you and bring you under arrest. But for them to be satisfied, please explain yourself further. Is it that you don't respect this House, or what is the problem that you don't turn up? You don't even communicate, say that I'll be coming this day. When they call you, like for example, that report that was tabled by the Finance Committee, they were not able to get all the details because they had called you to the committee to appear before the committee, and instead of appearing, you had written a write-up. And you see, when you write a write-up, something written, it doesn't have all the details that they want to get. So that is the only reason why you have been called here, because they could not get these details. And these details that you are giving, you want to give us today, had been sought many times from you, and you did not give them. So we just want you to clarify and say, I'm sorry, this is what happened. It will not going to repeat again, but today I'm here, I'm available. I'll give you all the information that you have wanted under the sun. So that's how we want you to package it. Okay?
So, Madam Speaker, as you've rightfully guided and indicated, we've never had breakdown in communication with the committee involved. Any single letter they have invited me, we've always had an interaction in terms of, except on two circumstances, when we had a colliding scheduled duty, and I did communication. And the last second invite, Madam Speaker, I appeared, and we had an interaction. So, Madam Speaker, because these are lack of appearance was not intentional; it was out of duty. So, we are sorry. I'm sorry, and we are in touch with the chair on also the notice period, because also at times the notice period is too short. I'm in touch with the chair. Yesterday I was with both of my committees, and actually after we finished what was up, the interactions that were there yesterday, we touched on some of these matters. So that's the status, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members. There's a problem somewhere.
Madam Speaker, I think the only two chairs who can vindicate the CECs are seated with us here. They are the only ones who can tell us what he has said, whether it is true or not true, and if they are satisfied, then we proceed.
Honorable Mutia.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Since it is on record that the CEC did not honor invitations, the continuance to insist that he honored makes us believe that the Committee on Finance lied to us. Yes. Secondly, what undertaking does he give going forward? Because he is here because he never honored the invitations. What undertaking is he giving concerning future engagements in regards to the House, other committees, and the Committee of Finance, so that it will not appear that where we are now, which was as a result of his failure to honor invitations, had he come, then perhaps we would not be here. So the insistence that he came does not need to be taken for a longer time. Let us have that undertaking. What is his commitment for future interactions? And what remorseful actions does he have for the failed appearances?
Members, I'm sure we are all saying the same thing. Because of time,
Madam Speaker, we don't know where we are. Because before us is a report which says this, and the person who has been invited is saying otherwise. Now, who do we believe? Do we believe the CEC, or do we believe the chair?
I think it will be in order because now the allegations, of course, Madam Speaker, that bring us here. And you know, Madam Speaker, this is the whole house here, and these are actually about how many committees? Almost 30 committees put together, just because of the performance of one CECM. I will be asking the chairman finance and the chairman budget to show evidence that they have been inviting them this way. He has not been able to respond because he says he has been responding, because this is a committee of documents. Now, when we sit here, Madam Speaker, and he says he has been honoring and there is no evidence, the chairman finance has been able to allege that he has not been coming, and we have not documented evidence. We need evidence to say that Honorable Kuyu was invited on the 17th. There was no response, or he responded. So that we can be able, because it's just a matter of saying and doing. Otherwise, Madam Speaker, is word against their word. Now, this is, we are almost putting ourselves as a jury. We need this down. Because at the end of the day, as Mheshimiwa Kaiwa is saying here, we must get somewhere.
Thank you, Honorable Ngunga.
Madam Speaker.
Madam Chair, you tried to help the minister. Because what you have advised him, members will not be responding now. It reminds me of that saying, that you can remove a man from a village, but the village from the man, it is hard to remove.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Honorable Majority.
Thank you very much.
And then Honorable Chair.
Yes, I think the first thing that the CCM did here, when he was standing here, was to take an oath. And he said,
yeah,
if I remember the word well,
yes,
it is the truth and the whole truth. So it is for us, in my opinion, to let him tell us his truth and only truth. And then we'll be left to combine our report. If there's any evidence that we need to be produced, it can be produced. Otherwise, if we go every time, I can tell you we'll be here for 3 days. I beg, we give him time to respond. If there's anything we need from him for the purposes of preparing our report, we can ask it for a later date.
Thank you very much. But before even the chair says, I think I've taken time to explain this matter to the CCM. Members, you are here. I have told him to explain himself about why he does not come when he's called to appear before the committees. From there, he will give us an undertaking that he will not be failing to turn up. And I gave him the genesis of all this. It was a committee on finance that he did not turn up when he had been called around. And they were only received a document that said what he thought they wanted to hear. But it was not adequate, causing us come now have this general oversight house. That is the genesis. I was very clear. So the point that CCM you need to bring out very clearly is this issue about you not coming.
Madam Speaker, I'm also asking, he's given a reason that he doesn't come because he has gone to other matters. Which comes before what? Because when he's going out of those other matters, maybe they are the reasons why he's being called in the house.
Be as thorough as possible. Let us understand this issue of the members feel like you are disrespecting this house. This is a honorable house. And I'm trying to guide you and help you out. But I don't know why you are not getting me. I just want to make sure that you are cleared by this house. Honorable Waziri. Honorable Waziri, I'm saying I want you to be cleared by this house. I don't want that tag of CCM Finance does not attend meeting to continue being on your head. It's not a good one. Thank you. Proceed.
So, Madam Speaker, thank you for the guidance. Madam Speaker, on the specific issue of personal appearance, because I understand the disconnect is, yes, documents are being sent, but personally I have not come to be able to clarify further.
Sure.
That one, I sincerely and profusely apologize.
Thank you. Thank you.
And moving forward, we are in agreement with my chairs, the two chairs, that we agreed on the notice is actually constitutional, so we agreed, and I don't expect any further incidents of this nature.
Okay. That's okay. Let's just agree. That is okay. It's members, that's okay, isn't it? Yes. Thank you, Waziri. Waziri, go ahead now. This is taking shape now.
So, Madam Speaker, on the issue number 1,